Hello, guys, gals, non-binary pals, gender rebels, whatever you identify as. I am Ferret, aka Sawyer, and this is the final issue of the School of Hard Knocks, a mass game run under the new Gauntlet City imprint on the Gauntlet. If you are interested in that, check out earlier episodes to learn more about the Gauntlet and New Gauntlet City. And I think since this is the final issue and our anti-heroes have done so much, we can just start getting into it, and I may pitch more of my selling points at the end instead of the beginning. So it'll be good for everyone to ignore my calls to action. So if you've been with us, you know our characters and our players. If you have not, go back and check this entire thing out. So I think this issue's cover has to be all of you standing around this table with Cody and Human Jacob, like sitting on a couch in the back. Like I think it's at your uh, the hideout y'all have, but like this is like the dining room table, and like that gauntlet is there, and you all are standing around like sort of like contemplating what do we do with this now. And then I think we open up the issue with the firebrands. School's out, 3 of 3. Bring on summer. And do we want to say any? How soon after taking down the School of Hard Knocks do y'all want to be dealing with your existential crises of what to do as a team now?
Maybe a week.
24 years.
24. Okay, and
let's get rid of all this team.
Yeah. In 2040, when y'all have joined the new Justice League.
No, the world would have ended by then because of the Twilight Orchestra's prophecy coming true. Clearly, right? Yeah, clearly.
I said the new Justice League. You're all part of the cult is rebranded.
Are we Justice League Dark? Is that what this is?
Your Justice League dubstep with the cult.
We're Avengers Occupy. That's what we're going for, right?
But yeah, so it is a I don't think we need to do the at when time passes moves for the Janice and Legacy. Y'all have done quite well and have entwined yourselves very nicely. So a big question is, what did y'all do with the Gauntleteer when he came back with no way to regain his powers from the Gauntlet?
Told him to get a job.
Yeah, that's for heroes to deal with. Him being saved is just, a bonus. We had other plans. We had different goals.
Yeah, I think as last time, I think Danny will have apologized to him for the whole cutting off of the hand thing. But other than that, it's like, he's presumably got places to go and people to exist with.
I mean, it would be great if he had a hand in helping us find the new Gauntleteer, although I have a few votes to put in for that.
I don't want him anywhere near the new Gauntleteer, but he's more than welcome to help us set up a new place to help house, educate, and support these kids. That would be like super heroic. You don't get to choose the Gauntleteer. You fucked up.
Yeah, good call out. Because I had the chance growing up and making the big boy decisions. I'm so proud.
He's 100 days old and a week. The week adds all the difference. Yeah, I think our old Gauntleteer will. I think there were so many depowered kids that need to get their. We need to find a way back to getting their powers, if I am recalling correctly. Or did Thunderchild's Moan of Truth give them their powers back?
Say that again. Sorry. Right.
Did your moment of truth last time restore the powers to those?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then I think he will. I think he will just set up a like you. He will start working with House Silk to set up a kind of halfway house for for metas not on the heroic scale, but not in the same sense of we're going to make you do heroic things. It's like come here, learn how to like do taxes. Maybe then you won't need to steal.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I think Thunderchild's point is he wants to set up and help these kids find their own lives. He's not going to pass them into anyone else's tender ministries after what Dominic Artifact is. I want to be Professor X,
Oh.
but with spray cans.
Oh, I think then that's where we're going to start this scene. I think we are. I think for the first time we're going to be, or the first time a big meeting has gone down at y'all's hideout. So I'm going to ask Arachnophobe, will Cody be here this time when this is going down, or has Cody been put in timeout from the Carnifex incursion? You're muted.
That's a great question. I think he's actually been back on the grind, but less so on the juvenile delinquent acts, although he will occasionally spray his tag somewhere. I think he's still going with the heroic kind of angle. The smarmy anti-hero kind of deal is he's going to try and rebrand himself.
No, it will Elliot be allowed. Your brother. It's your brother going to be there. Okay?
Yeah. He's grounded, so I need to keep my eye on him somehow.
Yeah. And Thunderchild, will the other Jacob be at this meeting?
Yeah, he's one of us.
Okay. So I think we are meeting with, let's see. We're going to have the old Gauntleteer, the head of House, the head of House Silk, and I think where have these kids you rescued been staying during this time? Like with the other runaways from at the warehouse?
Yeah, I think at the warehouse where Creepy Head in the Jar lives. We've turned that into a skate park come hostel.
Oh dear God, they're under the care of an anathematician. This is perfect. Yeah, don't worry, it's bigger on the inside somehow. Please don't ask questions. That's how it all falls apart. And so yeah, Amelia, the Gauntleteer, Rochelle Silk. I think she's come without any of the. I think maybe Cryptid will be with her as the Dead End Queen representative. And would you be allowing other like more heroic people who brand themselves heroes to come to this, or
they can watch, but they can't talk. We're doing a live stream.
Oh, I think there's a live stream. That's even better. So yeah, they're sitting down, and Rochelle is I think like looking at has Thunderchild got like a list of demands for what will happen, like with the how these kids will be treated, what will happen, what's expected, what to call Professor Sweet Thunderchild or Professor Awesome Thunder. The name's still in progress.
I think we probably need a flashback scene, right? With Thunderchild unveiling his grand plan, and whether the team are in support or have a look of horror on their face.
Are you serious?
I'm totally serious.
Right, and I suppose you just happen to have the qualifications to look after a dozen runaway kids, or did you just download them off the internet?
You probably downloaded off the internet. I would do that if I had a super advanced AI in my head.
Yeah, I watched a lot of YouTube videos. But
Right.
these aren't kids, these are teenagers. They're people just like us, and they've been let down.
Right. And you think you have the capabilities to build them back up?
I think you said, yeah. I think you said it right the first time, Fermata.
They said, we, yes, I if necessary. Your spooky ass guild, no.
Wow. I think Fermata will let that bounce off her face.
I'm probably telling you who you are.
Yeah, wait, yeah, you don't have influence over me.
Do I not?
No.
Are
You
I
inflicted a condition at me.
Can I
using
pierce
that.
the mask?
You're right.
You can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Crap mundane right now.
I do, but that's why I'm gonna lower the mask to speak to everybody as Cody rather than arachnophobes. This sounds like a serious idea.
Okay. Finally, someone has positive. It's like my other game where like only one person has good savior.
Everyone else is crap mundane. Yeah, it's amazing.
Give me a second. I just need to open the doohickey. Very descriptive, I know. There you go. Roughly party. Okay, so that's gonna be 15.
Wow.
Squinting real hard at you, Fermata.
I'm sorry. You're angry. That's only a 13.
Not bad.
Hold on. Can't.
I have influence over Fermata though. So 14.
Yeah, even if I use my influence to give you a -2, that would still be 8 and 11. Jesus Christ. Yeah, ask away. And it'll make sense to if anyone here can probably read Fermata at this point, it would be Cody.
Okay. You can hear me good, right?
No, you're robot-y as heck.
Still pretty robot-y.
Oh no.
See, if this was happening to Dave, it would be appropriate. Which this was happening a lot at Wednesday's game. Dave was roboting all over the place.
Yeah, and I wasn't playing a robot at the time. It's just not fair.
Seems completely counterproductive.
Yeah. Well, he's the one playing the most mundane one, getting the robot-y voice. Oh.
Sorry guys. Give me a second. I'm mini here.
Okay. Yeah.
Feel free to type it out because if you need to reset your router, disconnect or anything, feel free. We can wait a bit. So while we wait for that, the unexpected commercial shilling time. Fairtime Games is now on Patreon, where we're creating Monster Hearts 2 content, and we'll be trying to release 2 new skins a month complete, and have beta skins and wonderful things like that, along with hopefully the PBTA game of Ballroom Culture and a new fantasy style PBTA in the works coming up. Check us out if you can. Jay, I see you writing questions. Does it seem like things are okay on your end now that my complete shilling is done?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, thank God. Sorry about this, folks. Yeah, so the questions are, how could I get your character to join us in creating this school with us? Oh, you muted Leandro.
God's sake. For that, I think you'll have to like. I'm trying to remember. Like, yeah, she got told that she would be okay. No, it's fine. You would have to convince her how it would be beneficial to the orchestra.
Okay.
Because fighting Domino Carnifex was beneficial to the orchestra.
Okay. What do you intend to do?
She's going to talk to you about a student from your school after this.
And what do you want me to do?
She wants your help and a favor.
Okay.
I think you see that when like her when you kind of just look intently at her, like she has this like her face kind of slightly turns to like a bit more abashed, kind of like more like a softer kind of, because she needs something from you, so she's not gonna be stone faced at Cody.
Okay. Look, Fermata, we clearly can't really do this without the firebrands. I mean, look how much we've all accomplished together. From Danny and his immense strength coming through, always being the support pillar to lean on. Thunderchild with the plan, the man with the plan, coming to grips with who he is. And of course, you with your abundance in resources and sharp instincts that just, while you may not always succeed with them, you're always pulling through. Yo, we are, no fire starts without kindling, and I'd say we're pretty good kindling.
See, Cody, there is a difference between me and all of you in that your strength, the strengths you all have, whether forced to be given or not, at least they're yours now. Everything I am is what the orchestra's given me. I can't move forward without them. And I'm sorry, but as much as the Firebrands have accomplished, I don't think I would like to see you stand against them.
Didn't you say that once you were supposed to pretty much lead? You know, rise up, get into a place where you can redefine and guide the orchestra your way to the goal that you have dedicated yourself to. And believe you me, I know that you can probably push them in the exact direction that you want to go.
Are you using your influence to tell Fermata who she is?
Yeah, sure. It's about time I lost influence on everyone.
You don't lose influence.
Yeah, you just you're leaning on your influence to tell her who she is.
Oh, then yeah.
You only lose your influence if you burn it to gain an extra +1.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll lean on that influence.
Okay, so Fermata, are you going to accept this or risk gaining potential with your insecurity?
What's the label shift? Just so I know how to frame this.
What Cody is saying, that you could be the one to lead the orchestra. You can be the composer, the stage manager, or you can just assign those roles to everybody and call the shots to have everything seen your way. I think that's a rather superior move. And, you know, with superiority, you might be looking out for yourself a little bit more. So I'd say superior up and savior down.
I could also see savior up, danger down, because if she's going to save the cult and the cult will fight for her, why does she need to fight?
That's also a good one. So either of those. I'd actually go the second one because it's a little bit more appealing in a broader scale.
Ooh, I think she's going to reject that. I think in her mind, she can't rise up the cult if she doesn't do as they say.
Okay. Should have gone for the
So,
superior line.
Either way,
Uh.
I think she would have rejected.
Yeah.
Well, at least trying to. See how this goes.
yeah.
At a -2.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 5. So I'll take that.
Well,
Yeah. Which one? I think which
What
label
condition
shift?
do you go?
Sorry, say that again.
I'm trying to think, because what happens on a fail?
On a fail, on a miss, the words hit you hard. I'll mark a condition, and the GM will adjust the labels.
oh, I think I know what is going to happen. As outside, I know what a hard move I'm going to pull too. Outside the hideout, your wonderful base, you all start hearing. You hear the start of a violin, and you know it has to be pretty powerful if you can hear a violin from inside your. And I think it's the kind of skill that Fermata immediately recognizes who's playing it. We've never seen it, and we're not going to name them, but Fermata knows who they are. And then Fermata starts realizing she knows every musical instruments player that is going on outside. And when you all get to the window, the cult has sent a orchestral brigade to regale the streets with Fermata's I think to sort of like have sent in like a you did well against Dominic Carnifex celebration. They maybe you are rising in the ranks for good or ill.
Wow, that's very kind of them.
I love saying I told you so.
So like there's like a flash mob concert outside.
What's the label shift?
I think freak up, danger down, because this is not making you feel like you belong.
No. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. The world inside this hideout feels so much smaller now. And I think. Oh, go ahead. Saw Dave unmute there.
Oh, yeah, I think Thunderchild sort of looks at Fermata and says, Fermata, you don't need to define yourself by them. That you're so much more capable. You're your own symphony. Please.
And I mean, between us, we've taken down one of the city's biggest heroes and biggest villains. I know your folk are pretty good at what they do, but we've done all right ourselves.
You're already
sorry.
Oh, Dave. Yeah.
If you want to make your own way, and I'm not saying whether you should or not, that's up to you still, but if you want to make your own way, then I'll tell you this much for certain. If they try and stop you, they'll have to go through me first.
Damn Skippy, you're already a conductor. We're just the percussion. I'd like to try and provoke you with my words.
Oh gosh.
Let's see how this goes with your many conditions.
Oh no! So I'm rolling flat then, right?
Yep.
You have so many conditions.
Yeah, I've got loads of conditions, and no one's comfort supporting me.
No, why are y'all focusing on me? Focus on it.
I was saying, like, who's going to cover and support you with all these jerks? You all have such low mundane except for Cody.
And Cody's terrible at words.
That's an 8, right? So I'm going to inflict a condition on Fermata unless.
What? Wait, what?
That's a choice. I've got an 8. I get to choose one of them, and you'll be a condition from the provoke. If
what is it exactly you want? You want her to do?
I want you to be your own conductor.
Ooh. Oh. Wait, you got an 8?
Yeah, so on an 8, I get to choose one, and I'm.
Don't you have a condition that?
No, that's including them. It's a flat, so I've got a +2 superior. So I'm on an 8. So if you don't do it, you mark a condition.
Right. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah, +2 superior. Oh, this is the final session. And we're only half an hour in. Can't be wrapping it up too quickly. That's what my thought is. I think because I was also wondering, like, if this meeting is gonna be live streamed to a bunch of heroes, I was gonna pitch that Fermata wouldn't be there because she's not a hero. So I think I might take that condition.
Oh dear.
I think she says. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not wrapping up the quote. They're my thing for Gauntlet Comics. Yeah, I think she says. I don't know what. I don't know what any of you think you're seeing in me. And frankly, it's baffling. I don't know if there's any part of me that isn't them. The magic, the music, even the clothing, even the name. Do any of you even know who I was before? No, because it didn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Whoever-
I knew who you were. At least I and Jacob knew who you were. We were friends, or at least you were friends with Jacob.
I'm learning to not live so much in the past, because that'll just define me in all the wrong ways. So, to me anyway, doesn't matter who you were, it's who you've become, and you become a friend and a reliable teammate.
I mean, I barely know who I was before all of this, but it's like I said, you've got to do what you think's right for you, and if that's staying with the cult, with the orchestra, then that's your decision, and I guess that's the way it's going to be.
Oh, this is tough.
You don't want to make a decision and flash back to the future. We can always leave it as a surprise.
Yeah, I kind of, I apologize. We're talking about this meeting, and it kind of got dragged into my drama.
Oh no, interpersonal drama, the worst thing in PBTA.
I know, horrible. Maybe we can end on a panel of like, we had those like shots of the other three kind of like saying their piece, and then they kind of ended a shot of like maybe like a panel looking down at the orchestra outside, and then a shot of Fermata looking through the windows, and like a word balloon just saying, ellipses, and then we can see this meeting, and then I'll decide it by then.
No sweat. So I think the Gauntletier is the only operative of the other side allowed in this meeting. Rochelle, Silk, Encrypted are there to represent the I think the free arm of New Gauntlet City, not heroics, but meta prowess. And uh, Elliot and Jacob are in the background. I think Jacob is finally showered, is clean again. The hideout no longer smells of Axe body spray and despair. And but I think there has to be like a few of the people you saved from the raid there. But yeah, Thunderchild, the live stream. It is before the live stream is going on. Does anyone want to comfort and support Thunderchild?
Yes, Cody has something for Thunderchild. He'll square up, holding what appears to be like something soft that's been wrapped up. And he's like, yo, TC, you got a minute? Before we get into all the serious business.
Every minute matters. Now I'm over 100 days old. That's like 400 in robot years.
You're going to have to like get upgrades over time, like updating a PC. But anyway, I just want to say that real proud of you, man. I tell Elliot all the time, and you got the little brother vibe for a while. Even though you're bigger than me, would twist me up like a pretzel and slam dunk me through like basketball hoops. But here, man, and he's gonna hand you the package. You squared up. You stepped up. It's good shit.
TC sort of looks at himself, looks at you, goes like, do you know, I've never had a present before. Jacob did, but not me. Whoa. He will daintily unpick the tape bit by bit, not tearing through it, carefully savoring it.
There is a sweet jacket exactly like his, but the colors are inverted, and on the back are the letters Thunderchild with a thunderbolt like behind the fist for a logo. Designed by yours truly.
And there was me thinking of taking the child out of my name. Now I'm like, nah, I'm not sure what the robot equivalent of bar mitzvahs are. Dude, this is awesome.
No worries. Probably should have thought about the child thing, but
I would like,
it.
yeah, unless rather than Thunderchild with the script change, it has Thunderstrike on the back, which is how the name change.
Boom. Retcon real quick. Yep, script change. Thunderstrike. Stepping up in the world. Own it. And that's me trying to comfort and support my team.
Okay, roll with your +1.
Yep. So that's a 9.
You have influence?
I do.
That's a 10.
Hey.
So you get to erase a condition too.
I'd also like to trigger my team move. When you triumphantly celebrate with someone, clear one condition. If they treat you like a perfectly normal person, mark potential as they praise your powers or abilities. I would suggest both of those things have just happened.
Very much so.
Very much, yeah. Trigger it. And I think with the upcoming anxiety boost, anyone who will be showing up on this live stream may clear a condition from the adrenaline coursing through you and getting rid of nerves. Or, cyber serotonin, whatever robots have.
Defragmented hard disks.
They're out your RAM.
Yeah, the live with the new jacket on, still as sweet, but with better branding. The live stream is beginning, and I think Rochelle Silk and her deep Basando voice will like sort of like call to, or like the legal defense of, like basically, like this is under fair use kind of YouTube thing, but if you come for us, we will come for you kind of Super's rhetoric of this is a neutral location, don't fuck it up. And they like get to the case of the liberated metas. And I think who wants to take the center stage of what will happen to your wonderful charges and wards?
Thunderstrike has a plan. Thunderstrike has a plan. So unless anyone's stopping him, he's taking the mic.
Go right ahead.
I think it's going to take strike players. It's at least the computer equivalent of clearing your throat. My name is Thunderstrike. I was a robot created with one purpose: to destroy the Gauntlet tier. Things is funny, right? Because I've spent this time when the Gauntlet tier disappeared, and you might not remember this, and then they came back, and you thumbs up at the Gauntlet tier. I sort of carry the memory of him inside me for a while, and I realized that when we saved these kids, we had to make a difference. You had to make a difference because these kids, they'd be screwed around with by Dominic Carnifex and the hardest school of hard gods. They were judged and they were pushed down this route because of being aliens, with the color of their skin, their economic class. You heroes, you beat on them and you beat on us, and it's over. You are not the heroes you think you are. So today, me and my friends, we start the Firebrands Initiative, and we're going to help these kids. We're going to help them to train with their abilities, to deal with the structural injustice that you've built into our society. And we're going to make this world a better place. A better place don't mean protecting your property. It means tearing down your structural injustice. And you'll stare down the lens and say, we're the new Gauntleteers, and we're going to make this place better.
I think there's like panels of different heroes throughout all of New Gauntlet City or New Gauntlet Comics lore. Like I think having single panels watching this, and I think even our lovely Anesthesia, who is finally leaving the hospital after this entire run, is seeing this on her cell phone. And the Gauntleteer would clap, but there is a certain hindrance to that at the moment. And I was like,
I'll give two thumbs up to the Gauntleteer to see if at least do one thumbs up.
And he's like, those are good and bold words, but what do you expect to, how do you expect to make sure that they get a chance at a life that will support them instead of drive them to destructive behavior again?
I think that's where we're going to need the help, right? We know all of us, or most of all of us, have been put into these situations where we've either thought we had no choice or maybe we've actually had no choice. And we've not always made the right decisions, I think it's fair to say. But we know what that's like, and that's the part we can provide. Now, I've spent most of my life locked up like nothing, like little more than a lab animal. I sure as hell can't like teach a class on art history or nothing, right? We need help for these kids. People like us, we need to get them something that they can do. But what we don't need is being controlled and locked up and herded around like we are dangerous or whatever else. We need help. We all need help to get better, I think. But I just want to make sure that there's a place for people so they don't get caught up in the sort of stuff we have been.
I also think like this is when a certain drone that we have seen an issue or so ago floats in, begins spinning. The holographic appearance of Desba Henry appears once more, and she looks at Thunderchild or Thunderstrike as if waiting to see if he's going to say something first before she can speak.
That yeah, we've all fucked up, including every one of you who wears a mask or wields a gun and thinks it's the black kid's fault. Quit it. Shame.
I think Desba just is like, we may feel shame. We may feel like we did things incorrectly. I've hidden out for decades trying to make the world a better place and studying mathematics to learn what people can and cannot accomplish through. Anyway, this is not about my accomplishments. What I was allowed to do, all of these individuals should be allowed to do. We should be creating a community, not worrying about how they're going to react when our community is threatened by them. If we bring them into the community, if we enlarge the community instead of trying to blockade people off, then they will not feel those destructive urges. They will want to help the people who've helped them. Empathy breeds empathy as much as violence breeds violence. You know, the Gauntletier is nodding. We see some panels other heroes throughout the new Gauntlet City, some nodding, some I think we see this is when the shady Zachary Solomon of Solomon Industries Lex Luthor pose comes in, and he calls it, starts dialing up New Gauntlet City's Amanda Waller on this upstart.
So here's how it's going to go down. We're going to be basing ourselves here, and they're under our protection. You heroes, you're going to help. You're going to support. And these kids, we're going to help educate them, get them out of this mess, give them the chances, fighting chance to go back into their communities and do good. And if they still fuck up, if they still do the wrong thing for their communities and people, then we can deal with it. But let's maybe not assume that just because you're from the wrong side of the tracks, you're a bad guy.
Yeah. Does Cody have anything, or Arachnophobe, I guess, because I assume you're masked at this moment.
Yeah, right now I'm masked. I'll wait to see the reactions from that one. More or less, I'm more so watching the guy that's gone for the phone already. Oh
no, Zachary Solomon's in his office, in Solomon Industries, doing a Lex Luthor thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. Then I'm just gauging reactions because everybody else says the points across much better than Cody would right now.
Cody, stop it! Just stop.
Pretty much listen, it's a vicious cycle. Everyone's a part of it, and it's up to us to put an end to it.
Yeah, and with the team speaking up, Fermata, where are you?
I think. Why am I building up to this? I've decided. I think we get a shot of Fermata's face, or at least a panel. Well, I'll say right now she's not there. She's watching the live stream on her phone as well, in some weird, mysterious corridor away. But I do kind of want to flash back to what she says to the team before she goes, if that's okay with everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we cut back to her looking out the window, and then she turns to the team and she says, "If you really want this live stream to go off without a hitch, if you're really going to present yourself as someone who's going to do better, I don't think you should have the one who quite cold-bloodedly dealt a killing blow to, even though she was a terrible, terrible person. I still have things to do with the orchestra. I still have things I need to look into. I might need your help."
You'll always have a place here with us if you need it, and if I can help you with anything, well, ask.
I think that Fermata just struck by how much these people care about her for some reason. She says, "There's some info I need to look into, but if I say the word, there's another person we need to. I don't know if they need saving or not. That's why I need to go back. I need to find out. But should the time come, I'll come back."
All right.
For Martin, you ever watched The Labyrinth?
I think so.
Should you need us?
I think Fermata is wondering, why does a 100-day-old AI have such, old references? I'm kidding.
I'm connected to the internet and thinking memes.
Yeah, somehow most of his memes come from the 80s. What's up with that?
Our culture as is the internet. That's how it be.
I think she looks confused at that. But it's like genuine, like, Labyrinth. Okay, sure.
You're a firebrand. But we always have your back.
I think, I think she'll just nod, and I think we cut back to, she's watching the live stream on her phone, seeing if Cody's gonna say something because he's been quiet. But I think that's right before she's heading off to talk to, probably her mom. Let's go back to the meeting.
I, in the meeting, would like to unleash my powers. I'm trying to gather. There's all those corps who are watching us. I want to do a stinger on them if I possibly can. So I would like to, I would like to unleash my powers. I'm trying to gather some data from the internet that I'm going to call out the megacorps and the supers who work for them.
No sweat.
Boom, that will be an 11 plus 3. I think you'll probably see Thunderchild sort of his eye sort of flickers and he's connecting to sort of servers around the world. And he says that you corporations who experiment on people, supers in your pockets, who do bad, the world's going to know more about you just right now. And that's the thing, Mr. Superheroes. If you're their friends and not the friends of kids who need you, you ain't no hero at all.
I think the live stream will end, I think, with the list of, this hero worked for this corporation, dragging people through the mud as bringing their truth to light, let's say. And but yeah, I think you've you've changed the minds of at least several important heroes. Do we want to do something directly after the meeting, or is there seeing someone once directly after the meeting, or do you want to start seeing the results of that and see how the team shakes out?
I'm going to think just would like to grab and hug Danny and Arachnophobe and say, awesome. I was made in America. That means I could stand for president, right? I'm better than the orange guy.
You know what? President Thunderstrike does have a catchy ring to it. But baby steps. Let's start with this first.
Yeah, I'd like to say I'd vote for you, but that's not really an option, sadly.
Is that kind of a triumphant celebration? Probably.
I think it is.
What's that? Throw a party?
I was triumphant celebrating with the team. And again, I would imagine that they both said they would vote for Thunderstrike. So I'd like to clear that last condition. I'm not another point potentially.
No sweat. And I think with this, like, where do you guys want to go? Do you want to do scenes setting up the school? What more do you want out of your run in New Gauntlet City, or does it feel like it's time to like set up epilogues? Like this would be like where the next trade would go as like fire, like, you know, this started out as School of Hard Knocks. Next one would just be the Firebrands.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yes.
I have this move that I took called Blood is Thicker. It's one, I think, one of your special villain moves. I think I technically sided with the team over my legacy.
You would you would add one team to the pool and mark a condition.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I wanted to clear up. Yeah, there we go. So all the conditions left Thunderstrike and has moved to Vermata. Thanks very much. Because I also technically I didn't do as Thunderstrike said, so I took that other condition. So yeah, okay, cool. Cool. I'm just gonna mark that.
But yeah, I'm fine continuing with whatever other people want, doing epilogues and talking about it now, because I am here with the rest of y'all.
How you feeling, guys? I'm not too sure.
Well, I have stuff from my end. Maybe I'll just get that out of the way and then try to loop from out the back with the team.
Yeah, go for it. The team's here to support you. We've just had, I've just been monologuing, so it's definitely hit people for you.
Yeah. I think I said she was going to go talk to her mom, the conductor. I think I've changed my mind. I think she's going to go talk to Cadenza again and then maybe find out she's not there anymore.
Oh, no, that's the thing. Cadenza's there in body. In body only.
Why did you do that? Now I have to talk to my mom now. All right, so I think we get like we get her like going to the conductor's office, seeing if she's there.
Oh, she definitely is, and I think you enter this office, and I always imagine it as like too pearly white for like it to be natural. Like this has to be cleaned hourly to maintain this, and I mean she has enough hench people to do that. So I think like there are now this time there are 2 glasses of tea.
Were you expecting me?
It's always nice to be prepared, she says vaguely.
I had some questions, if it's okay to ask.
We will always have the answers you seek.
I think Farbatalik sits down and kind of like looks at the teacup in front of her, and The Dark Idol, the Blessed Madonna, the Night Singer, all the one that our lives are dedicated to. I think she's gonna be just truthful about this. Our prisoner had said some things about her place in the prophecy.
You've been talking to the prisoner.
She had been trying to escape, and I'd noticed, and I tried to address it.
You didn't have clearance to talk to the prisoner.
I know. I just
And now
acted.
you have questions. This doesn't seem serviceable. She picks up the teacup and begins stirring it with the Get Out reference of the spoon on the teacup.
Jesus. She said that once the song will be sung and humanity will go to sleep, it will use up the Dark Idol. It will use her all up.
And
Does she know that that's going to happen?
sometimes you don't need to know things until they happen.
So when she does do this, then
She will be blessed with oblivion.
as is the rest of the world, I suppose.
The rest of the world will be at peace.
I think Aframato like nods, and then she's gonna try to go to a different tack and just say, the people I was working with, the ones who dubbed us the Firebrands, what would you want to be done with them?
Do you have any use for them anymore?
Well, they were going to help those that Dominic Carnifex had taken, give them a safe place to flourish. I suppose much like what Dominic Carnifex is doing, except it'll be of their own will.
Quaint. I don't see how this has anything to do with us.
I suppose not.
They are like pets. You may care for them, but their lives are not as valuable as our own.
All life must bow to the symphony, doesn't it?
Music is the language of the world, the language of the gods. Sing loud enough and you can transcend. Is that all you worry about, my daughter?
I'm just worried that I won't be able to transcend.
Don't worry. And I think that's when like the door opens again, and you remember the the other member of the cult that had been sent with you to the School of Hard Knocks.
The one I described as big.
Yeah, the one who had been sent to the actual school and had gone missing when their class failed.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she's back. You saved her last time.
Oh yeah.
But you can tell from the look in her. I think like there's this. Oh no, there is a. I think like there's like a music note tattoo on the inside of their eye right here, to cover up what might be a let's just say a re-education tactic.
Lovely.
And she will or this member will come and pour you your tea, and your mother will look at you fiercely. I believe in you. Do you?
Not as well as I used to.
And we'll make sure that you believe once more. And I think that's when the like as you're leaving, she will like make a note in a book of like I think she'll cross your name off a list, and we will see what happens with that later. Unless you have anything else you want to do.
No, I think I have a way out of this place, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least some way.
Oh God, yes. You've got to be able to get out of here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I want to call back to something we set up during when we had those love letters.
Yes.
Yeah. So Fermat and Thunderchild did a thing. They cast a spell. Still working apparently. The spell is when you spend team, you may call Fermata or Thunderchild to your side. So if someone would like to call me, just please, if that's okay.
Yeah, you have telepathy. You can ask.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
yeah.
Depends if you want to get out of there or want them to have their head smooshed.
Yeah. I'm not. Look.
Not
I don't want to bring.
Go ahead.
I don't want to bring Thunderchild here. It's just going to be the two of us. This is an undisclosed location. Just get me out of here. It'll be fine. I think I might have to. Do I have to roll to like connect to reach out to them?
No, because the telepathy is like your guys' communication devices.
Oh yeah, we still have those. Thank God. I think I just reach out to like Thunderstrike. Sorry, and just go. I think you just hear her just say help, just that word.
And I think there'll be that pentagram takes over Thunderchild's eye again, and Thunderstrike's eye again. You'll be sort of grab and pull her through.
Yeah, I think pull through like Fermata kind of goes down her knees. She's shaking really badly.
Thunderchild will sort of fireman lift her up into his arms and say, "Hey, it's okay. You're with us. Nothing gets to you before going through us. I'm going to comfort and support you."
Do it.
My mundane is appalling, so this may not work, but
it could go badly.
It does not work.
No, of course it doesn't.
You grab her too tight. Your gyros scream and act no.
Cody will step up like, TC, ease up before you crush all of her bones.
Oh no, I think I think you're being held, Fermata, but in the mirror behind Thunderchild, who's like holding you tight, you see Cadenza's spirit, and she's just shrugging and lip syncing, "I told you so."
I think that Fermata's just gonna like faint and collapse, I suppose. Just the turmoil, so we can just cut away from there. She's gonna collapse into Thunderstrike's arms.
Oh dear. Yeah, it seems like we may have the villain for the next run.
Oh, great. Fighting the cult.
Yeah, okay. Do we want anything more after this?
This is why classical music is a bad idea. AC/DC was the height of human musical civilization.
AC/DC was the peak. We've been descending ever since.
Cody wants to grab Danny for a moment.
Sure thing.
You busy, dude?
Hey, how's it going? How are you and Elliot holding up?
Pretty decent. Elliot has given me a long list of names that he wants to take up once he's, ready, and he does the air quotes. But yeah, they all kind of suck. But it got me thinking. You were thinking of a name change a while back. Well, I only got one, and thinking about it covers a wide variety of things. Titan. Sure, Atlas holds up the world, but you, my dude, have variety. And Titans come in all shapes and sizes. And that's sick.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. I feel like I could do with putting down the weight for a bit. So yeah, that's good.
Badass. Gonna hold up a fist bump.
Yeah, and he'll come in for the fist bump.
I got a rebrand too, but I feel something like Spider-Man or Black Spider's already taken somewhere, and it's kind of lame still. How about Human Spider? No, that sounds even lamer. Work in progress. Maybe Spinner or something.
I think Elliot's walking by. Why not Philistata?
Hello, who? I told you not to cuss.
Punches you in the arm. Screw you! But dang it! Ah!
Nuggy time. Black Widow would be pretty cool. We're gonna put that in the maybe pile.
Be brown recluse and never go to a crime scene.
God, perfect.
Okay. Yeah. If to me it feels like I think I want the final scene of this comic. Depending on I have the idea for the final panel whenever we're ready. So like if we want to do more, let's keep going because I don't want to.
Probably more scenes. Can we take a short break and maybe come back for 5?
Yeah, sure. Let's be back at 16 after.
All right.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. So, do we have any more scenes that we'd like to see played out after the Firebrands have gotten back together?
Thunderstrike would like a scene, even a child, no, a scene with Danny.
Yeah, sure thing.
I think it's just like we're probably sort of fixing up some stuff in the warehouse, and it's sort of going to be the basketball court, and then sort of Thunderstrike sort of stops and puts something heavy in both your hands and looks at you and goes, "What are your intentions towards Cody?"
What do you mean? I've got no intentions.
I am piercing your mask.
Sure thing.
No, I'm not. Oh, yes, I am. Woo! I don't know what's going on with the roll of the party. It gives you a number and then gives you a completely different one. But that is 10 plus plus mundane, so that's an 8. I'm going to ask you the question. What are you really planning with Cody?
Yeah, sure thing. So yeah, I think he isn't. He isn't planning anything. That he was truthful in that sense. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell that he does still have feelings for. He does really have feelings. Does still have feelings for Cody, definitely. But yeah, he doesn't have any intent on acting any further on them.
I'm pretty sure I can do stretch limo if you want to take them on a date, right?
I think things are okay the way they are. It's all of this has been a lot, and he kind of like waves his arms around at the room. And I mean, it's just going to get more so. I think it's probably for the best if things just stay the way they are.
You deserve to be happy, Danny Mac. And if it's not with Cody, I really hope you find someone.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
I think I could probably hack Tinder.
I think there's this is when Cryptid is coming up the stairs after like this meeting and looks in at you two. Boys, I have a message for one of you and a gig for the other.
Is this a kind of pick which one we want situation, or
Oh no, dear. This is set in stone. But she walks over to Danny. Your gig is downstairs. Should you choose to accept it, it's not going to explode because it's not that kind of thing. But it may be off the chain. And and she pulls out a data chip for Thunderchild. You got your first. I think you have your first bidder for your services, Thunderstrike.
You do realize giving me data on something like this is fundamentally inviting me to cannibalism.
Well, if you don't really want the job, I could keep it.
I'll eat robot for money.
Good. If you couldn't take out a Roomba, I'd be worried about you.
What's the gig?
And she grins. House Silk is throwing the ball tonight. The theme is super mercenaries, And well, there's a new member of the house that wants some input on his outfit. Figured Danny would be the best one to do it.
I mean,
Oh,
my
and
fashion.
Danny on fashion over me? I'm marking angry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're going for, mercenary realness, I can probably manage that. It's usually what's ever cheap and durable. And he'll kind of grin at Cryptid and say, "Well, I'll come down and give you a hand."
Oh, it's not for me. I know what I'm doing, honey. I've been getting tins since before your age, and definitely before he was made. But she takes you downstairs, and I think you will see in this one panel we will come up. There is someone dressed as the old Atlas, because the name change just happened today, and we see Apollo Silk.
Well, I've heard you've joined the house.
They offered when I was staying there. I'm going to be doing outreach to the others, but I figured I'd do a tribute to the guy who made it all possible tonight. It pulls off the mask. How do you breathe in this?
It's practice mostly. Also, I have a pretty impressive lung capacity.
And I think Cryptid also kind of gives Apollo a light smack on the head. They also don't make it out of neoprene, fool. Yeah, do you want to maybe go to the ball and see me walk my first category?
Definitely, I'd love that. And I'm really glad you've found some people. They're good folks in the house. I really enjoyed my time with them. It's not really. I'm not much for that sort of communal thing, I guess. But
you're starting a communal school called the Commune.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of got a bit out of hand, but no, it will be great to see you. Great to see you walk though.
Yeah, and he will. And that scene will. I think a Cryptid will be like a nudging Thunderchild, like or Thunderstrike the entire time this is going on. But okay, is there a scene anyone else wants to have with another teammate or team member?
This doesn't have to be on screen, but I think there's a point where Fermata will just lay out the whole deal with the cult.
Definitely, that's fine.
Yeah, to the whole team, and she basically just explains that. Yeah, so we believe in this prophecy. This dark idol is gonna come and sing this harmonious symphony. It's gonna send humanity to sleep, and there will be peace from there on in. As she believes it. Believes it. Sure.
Sleeping Beauty Gambit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's something Fermata wants to do. I think she'll finally talk to Cody, because we said this at the start of the session. There's something she wants help with.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You're roboting again. Like honestly, Fermato might actually ask this of the whole team, not just Cody.
No,
Oh no, no, it's still
so bad.
tiny bit better.
This is a disaster.
Oh bother. Hmm.
Yeah, my Zoom hates me.
Zoom.
Can you hear me now?
Barely.
Ooh, how about now?
There we go.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
funny enough, if Fermat,
It was getting worse and then it got better again. In one sentence. But both things happened.
let me just close out of everything.
Oh, wait, no, wait.
I have open ever.
There we go. Sounds better now.
All right, perfect. So if Fermata's looking for Cody, Cody is actually sneaking out of Fermata's room in the warehouse.
Okay.
And he just kind of pauses mid-step like, oh, hey. I didn't know if you were around, so and he points behind him to the case that's on the desk.
I'm always around. I don't really have much reason to go out these days. What are you up to?
I'm kind of on a spree. Just take a look.
Okay. I think Fermata goes to the case and opens it up.
The violin-sized case, and there is a sleek designed violin. It's black with white accents, and
wow.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm sure it doesn't come with that big DeviantArt logo that's on the picture.
Definitely not. Definitely
okay.
not.
All right. Cool. Okay. Cool. That would have been.
There might be like a tiny graffitied wang and like behind it, like tucked away, so it's barely noticeable unless you're looking for it. But it's there. Never forget.
I've always wondered what you're doing at the school, Cody, because honestly, you're too damn nice.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Cody Jameson has to be nice so that his little brother can know better than to be arachnophobe, the idiot that just acts without thinking. So, yeah, it's just who I am. Part of who I am. We're working on it.
I was going to ask, is arachnophobe gone now?
Name's still in progress, but I think I'm gonna do a little bit of quote unquote soul searching while I do some heroic shit. It feels good. Feels great, and at the same time, I don't really need to change who I am. Really.
No. It would be a disservice to the human race if you did.
Exactly. And I need to keep fast food chains in business, so lots of burgers, lots of steaks.
This present is quite unfair. I was already going to ask you for a favor.
Oh, you should see what I did in Danny's room.
Maybe you can tell me later, but...
What's up?
There's one more person I would like to save.
All right.
Do you... Back into school, I guess, are you still in that school? I've not caught up.
Yeah, I kind of called the week off due to the fact that, our apartment got blown up. Yeah, that's my school. I did see you and Danny there. I was gonna follow if I'm being real truthful right now. But that's when TC called.
Well, as always, you're quite a good friend, Cody. We were there to, well, partially on Danny's insistence, to talk to a specific student. I don't know if you know her. Melody Chambers is her name. She
Yeah.
would have been somewhat shorter, hair around here.
Yeah, I think I know her by name. Might have seen her pass. Like, I only had only one focus at the school, and that was my art. So
Yes, you show me your art. It's courageous what it was.
but how do you plan on saving Melody? Like, what kind of trouble she?
I've told you what the orchestra believes in, and she is their dark idol.
You want to make sure she's not sacrificed.
I don't know. I don't know if she knows what's going to happen, but I prefer that she did. And I'm not sure how she'd react to it, but it's better that she knows.
Let her make the choice, much like you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can help you with that.
I don't want to drag the whole team into my nonsense. Frankly, I've been doing that a lot lately.
No, Dominus kept us pretty busy, and all our beef combined, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to squash it quick. But this does seem important to you, so I won't tell if you won't. But do know that Thunderstrike will be mad. He cares.
Yeah. No, they can know, and it's fine. I'm just still figuring this all out.
We got you back. Firebrands stick together.
I think Fermata does this thing. It's kind of like a weird half step, and then her mind just goes, fuck it, and she's gonna go for a hug.
Oh. Just kind of pauses for a moment and then hugs. You're welcome.
I think I triggered a vulnerability move there.
Yeah. Both been very vulnerable right now.
Yeah. I told you what secret about my legacy. So I'm also doing this to clear condition because I have far too many. And you take influence, which you already do.
Oh, label change.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's put down your freak and put up your mundane. Very human of you. So from what we know. But I need to tell you a secret about Cody.
You don't have to. Like, I was one being vulnerable. If you think you...
I think it was just at the beginning of that, then before Fermata began sharing to tell nobody. But I think the gremlin is cool as fuck. That annoying adrenaline junkie hero, yeah. He annoys the hell out of me, but he's pretty sick.
I think again, Fermata gives you this confused look, which I think is her trying to smile, but she's just confused. She's like, I'll keep it close to my chest, Cody.
Thank you. I'm gonna need it, very tightly lit because I kind of left a mural on the side of the city, like taking the piss a little bit out of him. All in good nature.
I understand. You gotta keep your mystique up.
You understand me. Thank you.
Right. I also get to shift your labels.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. It's fine. I think. Ooh, geez, all your pretty good labels. Once I'd shift are quite up there. I think I'll bring your freak down.
Yep.
For sure. And God, the things I want to ship will just give you conditions. That's the problem. I don't want to do that when we are in the final stretch. So who knows if it's okay or not.
I'm with it.
You know, it doesn't feel right for you to have a condition right now. I think. Yeah, forget. You're being so mundane. I don't know what else. I'm sorry.
It's so good. If only I could lock the label. Where is it? What happens if I shift up?
You can't shift above 3. You said you mark. If you ever need to shift label above +3 or below -2, you mark a condition instead. I was gonna shift. I would have wanted to shift your mundane up. But,
All right. What would be a good condition now?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what are label. Let's see.
Insecure. I mean, or guilty. I mean, you don't know this person that she's asking you to help with, and you might have classes with her. Kind of guilty you can't help more.
That fits. Could do more, but I can't because I don't know. So, helping partiality.
Yeah, I could have known more, but I was drawing sick peens everywhere, man. Sick peen.
It would have been hard to know that she was the harbinger of the apocalypse.
Yeah. Oh God. And hey, now Donovan is part of the. Oh shit, Donovan is part of the orchestra. Well, there's my other tie. Oh, Ferret, stop doing that thing with the fingers. It's rather scary. The plans. But yeah, no. God. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Are there any more scenes that people would like?
Actually, I quite like a quick scene with Jacob, if that's okay.
That is fine. The human Jacob?
Sorry, human Jacob.
Okay. You will find him probably in the room he has here with, I think since the old Trailblazer has been helping out with a new protege under her wing. He has several new books with like Eldritch, like it's like Pythagorean theorem, but you're pretty sure that's a spiral kind of things. But yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I think he's just gonna knock on the door and head in, and say, "How's it going, kid?"
It's going amazing. I never thought I'd be able to understand any of this or learn about any of this kind of thing, and I'm helping out, and most kids rebel against their parents, and like nothing comes of it, but then like stealing from Walmart. This is amazing.
Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Have you given any more thought about what you're going to do with the gauntlet?
From what I was able to parse from studying it, it chooses its own wearer. I was thinking that we would find out who is worthy of it by allowing the students at the commune to be around it. I mean, it's not attuning to me at all.
It's a good idea. I like it. Yeah, we should find someone. We should find someone who can wear it, I reckon. I mean, I'm not going to pretend I know any of this works, but I guess it's guess it makes you kind of like a Merlin with the sword in the stone.
Actually, from what I've seen from the oh god, I sound like a gatekeeper. Sorry. From what I've studied from it and seen through the past ages, it imbues the wearer with powers akin to their own style of heroics. That the one from the 80s was different than the one from the 40s and so on. It seems to enhance rather than overpower.
Awesome. Well, keep up the good work, because you've done a lot to help us out here, and yeah, it's good to have you as part of the team.
He gives a thumbs up and like finishes this math problem, this like tiny little pitch to Scooby-Doo in the cyber chase, like that electrical demon like shows up and starts going haywire. Ah, oh, damn gremlin again.
My arachnid alarm is tingling.
Well, I'll leave you to it. If you get sucked into an alternate world full of demons, just give us a shout.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd be able to save me. What I'm worried about is getting stuck on one of the worlds and the atoms in our bodies. And he takes Danny's hands, like looks directly into his eyes, almost with that like scientific like kind of intensity. You are an entire universe in and of yourself. What wonders one could plumb from your depths. Have a good day.
Yeah. Cheers, kid. And he's going to kind of back out slowly, but grinning as he does.
Yeah. And okay.
Got this growing feeling that my creator is Tina Belcher.
Tina Belcher with John Constantine's level of power. That's a good combination right there.
I was going to have a similar scene, so I won't do that. I would like to, in that case, have a confrontation scene with Adam Mordecai. I feel that's unended thread.
Oh, the old. Let's see. He was Jacob Mordecai's father, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is he still the leader of sin?
Right? I don't know. That'll be usual, but I want to have a step two and a threatening scene with him.
Yeah. So let's. Do you want to set this up in something like the traditional parking garage kind of scenario, or?
I think he sort of just got onto his private jet, sat down. There's a champagne. The engines are powering up, and they're sort of screeching on the runway. And when he turns back, we see Thunderstrike waving, holding the wheel.
What are you? What is this?
Thunderchild tears the door off the plane and stands on it and looks at it, and he sort of throws at the papers in front of him and says, "Adoption papers. I'm the daddy. I'm the brother. You'll not see him or touch him again. If you've got any problems with that, I'll disintegrate you where you stand."
You can't disintegrate me. I didn't upgrade you with I-beams.
I disintegrate part of the plane.
He signs. He needs a new jet, but damn.
While we're at it, he sort of taps his shoulder and says, Alfonso sort of said something that I'm the prototype. Things with prototypes is they break the programming. Now, you take your sit out of Gauntlet City and I never see you again.
Ooh.
I could provoke him.
Yeah, roll to provoke.
plus superior.
Yep. Your superior should be 2.
Yeah, so that's a 9. I'm going to spend a point of team selfishly because I don't think Cody would like the death threats I'm giving here, and I'd let them down. So I think there's this point where Thunderchild's eye glows, and you can sort of see the skin starting to tan on Adam Mordecai's pasty white face.
I like that.
On his head, it's like you're going, never again, Daddy.
Fine. You'll never see me again. And definitely like presses like if you let him go, there will definitely be a panel of him like pressing some kind of button on a device that says not Alpha Unit 1 release.
I think, yeah, inside the plane, once you sign the papers, we won't see what happens. I'll leave it deliberately ambiguous. You can see like there's a flare of light and all of the planes sort of just boom from inside. But then the child sort of walks out, and I leave that deliberately superhero ambiguous.
Okay.
Now I'm probably back there.
Does anyone want anything more?
I think Fermata wants to talk to Cadenza.
Oh, can you find her? She's
give
a
it a
spirit
shot.
She's a spirit on the ether.
Yeah, she probably doesn't want that. I can probably find her. I think what this looks like is Fermata taking that mirror back to her room and just kind of like trying to find Cadenza's spirit. Probably plays a note on this new violin. It's kind of like a resonating sound so that she can find her.
I think there will be like from like one of the mirrors in the room. There's a penis inside that.
Yes, it's a sign of affection. And no, I don't have time to explain it.
No, I get it, sadly. But it seems that you've seen the light. Sad you had to leave my wonderfully shapely meat behind, but
I didn't know you prized your shapes that much. And yes, I'm sorry I didn't have time to free your body.
No, when you go up against the orchestra, you make sacrifices, major sacrifices.
Still, this is quite a sacrifice. There must be something people can do, unless you're fine like this.
Oh, I'm going to get it back.
Well, that's good to know. I just wanted to be sure you're okay. How did you cope when you left?
I didn't for the longest time. I struck out, I lashed out, I did what I thought was right. I hurt a lot of people who I was angry at in the cult first. I hurt those who would hurt me. Then honestly, I was going down a pretty shitty path thinking that I was doing what needed to be done to take out the cult. Didn't realize I was pretty much just becoming as bad as they were without the need to destroy the entire Earth, just wipe them off the face of the planet. That's when I was lucky enough to be found by Threnody. She's this hero, said I was good with music, but she talks weird. It's like I'm there, but I'm not there, and she's a mage, so I'm not quite sure if she put a spell on me or if it was personal growth, but that really helped.
There's a distinction between the two of them, but okay, yes. Oh, was she the one? I suppose I should apologize to her. I suppose there's a lot of apologies.
Don't
All right.
worry,
Oh,
if she doesn't hold grudges, or else I would not have been there when you captured me.
yes. What if you need help getting yourself back? Well, I can't offer up my team's help, but certainly I can offer up mine.
Uh, yeah, I think what you can start doing is contact Bia or B. Is it Bia or B?
It's Bea.
Yeah, Bia.
It's Bea. I think Pramada like close her face at that, close her eyes. She's like, oh god. Of all the magically inclined heroes could turn to, it had to be her.
Oh, don't worry. She's partnering with the Gremlin these days.
Huh. Okay. I'll talk to her. Just God. Oh God. Oh, now Dave, we can't bring alternate continuity, alternate world shenanigans here. Yeah, it'll be we can't do this.
This PUTA, we can do what we want. This is comics meta universe. Rip and tear, rip and tear.
Oh man. All right. All you need to know is Bear Minerva has two hands and she's willing to use both of them. I think Parada's just kind of like, okay, just I guess one more thing before I let you go. I know where the Dark Idol is. Well, I know who she is and where she is right now.
And that makes her look interested.
I'm hoping that I can get my team's help in this, but I'm asking them to. Well, I suppose if I tell them we're saving the world from some kind of apocalypse, they'd be into it, but yes, I would very much like to think that she probably would at least want to know what could happen to her. I would like to help, but Firebrands are busy.
Well, you'll have allies soon enough.
I think Fermata's just like thinking that over. It's just like it's a weird thought to have. I suppose so.
You get a text from Mata. It is actually. Do you still have any of your old phone?
I know she'd be smart. She'd get rid of it. Like,
Oh, then I think this is definitely when you would have changed playbooks. But I think that's when like nah, I don't want to end the scene that way. Never mind. I'll script change. I was going to have Sforzondo send you a letter, but I don't think he will.
that's fine. Yeah, I think that's it. At least for now. I might think of something, but I think we're getting close to wrapping up.
Sweet. This has been a very touching and touchy-feely issue. I like it.
Season finale.
Yeah. So, anything else before the final panel of the comic?
I think Cody will be dangling upside down somewhere in the warehouse, and he'll text Donovan, see if he's alright, and if he wants to meet him.
You will not get a response. You are left on red.
Slowly spinning, pensive spider face. Sure. Yeah, no, that would be me. Pensive Spider is how we're going to finish that one for Cody.
I think one scene for Professor Thunderstrike, as he's in there with the gauntlet, and he's got a held it in his hand, and he looks at it, and he sort of 1 minute starts putting his hand towards it, and then says, "Nah," puts it down, and walks off towards the party in his sweet velvet professor's jacket. Got patches on the elbows and everything.
Oh God, that was almost exactly how I was going to end the comic as well. I want to have like a lone member of like the student commune to be coming in to like, Danny, what are you doing before the finale? Sorry.
Well, I think the last panel that we see of Danny is him watching the at the ball, watching Apollo walking. Yeah, I think that's it.
And I think with the Thunderchild putting the gauntlet down, it'll be like, it'll show time has passed with the party, like with like a few panels of the day going down, and then I think this one of the students coming in, and like we just see them like put on the gauntlet, and then the final thing is the like a blank panel that just says "Hope never dies." Okay, thank you for everyone who has watched and been on us with this journey. As the Gauntlet City Comics is a living world, these characters may be back, so I think this ending is good for now, as we don't really need epilogues for characters that may come back later in the world. So I'm going to go off the air, and we will go through some debrief. Thanks everyone who has watched. Have a great day.